I don't know exactly when it happened, but the internet doesn't feel alive the way it used to. It feels haunted. Not haunted like ghosts or crawling out of your laptop. I'm talking about something stranger. You open a website and half the page is trying to sell you something. You scroll through social media and see videos made by people you don't know, advertisements pretending to be videos, AI generated pictures of places that don't exist, recycled clips from 10 years ago, automated comments, fake comments, and people arguing with strangers they'll never meet. And somewhere underneath all of that, you are supposed to believe you're connecting with humanity. Remember when the internet felt like a place? You would find some weird little website made by one person who was obsessed with trains, UFOs, punk rock, gardening, old video games, or whatever else they loved. The website might have looked terrible. The pictures took forever to load. Nothing matched. But there was somebody behind it. You could feel them. Now everything is polished. Everything is optimized. Everything knows what you clicked yesterday. And somehow it feels less human. That's the weird part. We have more people online than ever, more content than anyone could possibly consume, and more ways to communicate than any generation in history. Yet sometimes the internet feels like walking through an abandoned shopping mall where all the stores are technically still open. The lights are on. Music is playing. Something just feels wrong. You see the same video posted by 12 different accounts. You see an article that sounds like nobody actually wanted to write it. You read comments and wonder whether the person responding is even real. Then you start noticing something else. You start noticing something else. Old content keeps coming back. A video from 8 years ago suddenly appears in your feed. A photograph from 20 years ago becomes a meme. Some forgotten television commercial gets millions of views. Songs disappear and then return. People who died years ago keep showing up in clips as though they never left. The internet doesn't really let anything die. Everything just floats around forever. That's what makes it feel haunted. The past isn't behind us anymore. It's sitting beside the present. You can watch somebody's video from 2009, read comments posted yesterday, and then have an algorithm recommend another video from this morning. 3 different eras sitting next to each other like they happened at the same time. And now artificial intelligence adds another layer. We're entering a world where pictures can show events that never happened. Voices can belong to people who never said those words. Videos can show places that never existed. Entire personalities can be manufactured. Soon, the strangest question on the internet might not be, is this true? It might be, was there ever a human being behind this? Maybe that's why people seem increasingly attracted to things that feel undeniably real. Live performances, physical books, vinyl records, old cameras, handmade objects, local businesses, face-to-face conversations, things with imperfections, things that prove somebody actually touched them. Maybe imperfection is becoming evidence of humanity. A crooked line, a mistake, a voice cracking, someone stumbling over their words. Those things used to be flaws. Now they might become reassuring, because the internet is becoming extremely good at creating perfection. Perfect photographs, perfect sentences, perfect faces, perfect voices. And eventually, perfection itself might start looking suspicious. I don't think the internet is dying. I think it's becoming something different. Something enormous. Something automated. Something where the boundary between yesterday and today, human and machine, authentic and manufactured, becomes increasingly difficult to see. The internet used to feel like millions of people building strange little rooms and inviting us inside. Now it sometimes feels like we are wandering through those rooms long after the people have left. The lights are still on. The pictures are still hanging on the walls. Something is still talking to us. We're just not always sure who's there.